Hello everyone, in this video we are going to talk about months of the year. Okay, I know the months of the year are very difficult to pronounce and spell. There's 12 of them, so also very difficult to remember. Okay, but in this video we are going to focus on pronunciation, spelling, and the short form of the month. So let's take a look at the first one, January. January, okay? Be sure to pronounce that correctly. January, January. And for the spelling, remember, we need a capital J, a big J. We always need this for each month, the capital letter. Okay, so January, and the short form, Jan, with a period. This is called a period. So Jan, capital letter, period. The next month is probably the most difficult month for my students to pronounce and spell. Okay, they're always confused with this. Okay, now let's focus on the F. This is an F sound. Your teeth should touch your lip. And this is a B sound. B, b, b. Okay, so we should think of this as fe, brew, brew, airy. February. 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 Okay, it's very difficult. February. February. So it takes a lot of practice. Also the spelling. Okay, my students are often confused with the spelling and the R's. February. And the short form, F-E-B, period. The next four, a little bit easier, okay? March, March, April, April, May, May, and June, June, okay? And the short form, capital, remember the capital, M-A-R period, A-P-R period. May is special. There is no short form. May is just always May. So you should never have a period here. Never have the same. May. Only May. June, J-U-N, period. Okay, so the first six, one more time. January, February, March, April, May, June. Okay, let's take a look at the last 6 months, starting with July. Okay, so don't be confused with June, July. Again, capital letters here, J-U-L period. The next one, August, August. This is aw, A-U is aw, August. Okay, and the short form, A-U-G period. September, 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 S-E-P period. October, 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 O-C-T period. November, November, November. Okay, this is a V, V, November, November. And the last month, December, December. Okay, so let's go through the last 6 again. July, July, August, August, September, September, October, October, November, November, December, December. That's all the 12 months, okay? So let's move on. Okay, we're at the end of the video, but before I go, I want to talk about some mistakes again. Please be careful with your spelling. Let's take a look at these 3. These 3 are very common. As you can see, no, don't spell these words like this. Now, the first one, we can guess this month is February, but the students are confused with the V and the B. They're writing February. Also, they're missing a U. Okay, so there's lots of mistakes with spelling February. Be careful. Don't do this. The next one is April. April, but they're writing a V. I don't know why they're writing a V, but they're writing a V. This should be a P. So don't write April. April. And the last one, I can understand the mistake. December. December. Okay, I understand because this is actually a C. It makes an S sound, December, but you got to be careful. You need the C. December, all right? So anyway, with the S, don't write like that, okay? So you got to be very careful with the spelling of the months, all right? So that's the months of the year. I hope you understand. There's 12 of them. I know it takes a lot of practice to pronounce and to spell, but you need to do a lot of self-study to master them, okay? I want you to be perfect with them. Okay, that's it for this video. See you next time.